Okay, so now I'm going to go over a couple of things on Lab 2 that you might want to be aware of. So the big things about variable names. One thing I want to cover with you, you know I did x equal 2, y equals 3. Variable names are interesting in Python because most of the stuff that we're going to be doing is in one file. Everything else are rules and regulations for variable names that you're going to learn, and they're going to kind of be second nature over time. The two big ones that I want you to just remember forever, and it will help you, it'll help make your code more organized, and it'll also help you debug when you have problems. The two things that your variable names need to be are both unique and descriptive. Now, unique, it should be self-explanatory at this point why you want them to be unique. Unique means I can't have any other variables inside inside this code segment that are the same variable name, right? I can't have the exact same variable name anywhere else in this code. So if I go x equals 4, right? I can't make a new variable that has that same name, okay? It'll cause an error. How is Python going to tell the difference, right? So if I have print x, right, and I have x equals 2, but then I also say x equals 3, and then I print, it's going to, what happened? What did I do? Oh, I ran it, I think I did it with Java. So if I run that, it's going to print the 3 because it doesn't think, oh, hey, he wants to create a new variable named x. It's saying, hey, let's change the value of x equal to 3, right? But if I say y is equal to 3, and then I print x, then I get the 2, okay? Unique and descriptive. Why is descriptive important? You guys know? Sir Lee, why?
Well, it's because, like, if you have, like, a bunch of variables later on, you're not going to exactly know, like, what that variable does. You just have it with, like, some random names such as, like, A, B, C, unless it's a...
Correct. Some of these are going to be a little bit more complicated. You're going to develop some complex algorithms, and you're going to also need to debug those algorithms at various points. And that's much easier when your variables describe the kinds of information they hold. Does that make sense? So if you have a measurement for weight, it's probably a good idea to call that variable W or weight. Make sense? Questions on that so far? Okay, so let's say mixing text and numbers together is a big one, right? Because you can say, let's say students equals 40. Let's say there's about 40 kids in here, right? And I want to do, let's just call this text equals there. I got to put it in quotes. Remember, text goes in quotes or strings go in quotes. There are, and then let's say end equals students in class. So I can do that, and then I can say print text plus students plus, and actually I don't want to do plus there. I want to do, well, I can use the plus actually because I'm using variables. Plus end. And if I run that, so we can't add string to a number implicitly, right? So we have to use the comma. If it were just, so we have to use a comma there. Oh my God. Okay. Where did that keyboard? I think my keyboard's a little sticky. All right, try that. So there are 40 students in class. The reason we have to use a comma is because we're mixing numbers and text. If we have text only, we could, there are students in class. That's technically true. So we can just use a plus sign when there's text only and when there's numbers only, right? So let's say I wanted to do male students and female students, right? And whatever other gender pronouns exist, right? So we can just go what is it? They, them, their, any other kind of gender-related pronouns, we'll give them 5. We'll give them big numbers in here because, if anything, I am an inclusive human being, right? So, all right, there we go. This keyboard. I hope this keyboard failed. I don't like it anyway. I'll make them buy me a new one. Good. All right. So if I decided to print something, right? I can say print there, text, there are X number of students in class. I can add all these up, right? Male plus female plus there. All right. So what's going to happen here? Is that going to work? It'll usually do that. Sometimes you have some more complex stuff. Always a good idea to put it in parentheses. Why do I want to declare variables for these? I mean, I'm typing the number in anyway. Why would I make variables for these? Does anybody under, sir?
You know what you're talking about? Because it looks like if you type a number 50, you have to know what 50 is.
Well, I could put like a 50 here and it wouldn't matter, right? Not for the purpose of this. Let me ask you this, though. What if I also wanted to say print there are male students in class. And then I had another one for female students in class. What happens if I just type numbers in here, right? So if I just go 40 and 50 here, what happens when I need to change something? I have to change it in all of these places. But if I declare variables, I know where they are. I just change it once. Make sense? Okay, questions on that?